Richard Lee McNair, born in 1958 in Oklahoma, faced a significant turning point in his life at the age of 28 when he received 2 life sentences for murder and attempted murder stemming from a burglary gone awry. However, McNair gained notoriety for his escapes during his time in prison, managing to evade law enforcement on 3 separate occasions. His initial escape was short-lived, lasting only a matter of minutes. The second attempt differed as he spent 9 months as a fugitive on the run. On April 5, 2006, McNair embarked on his third and final escape. Although successful initially, it proved to be brief. While running on the side of the road, a vigilant police officer, aware of an ongoing escapee situation, noticed McNair and stopped him.
Timor. You live around here, buddy?
No.
Where you live at?
Down the road by Pineville.
Pineville?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Do you have any form of identification on you?
No, man.
All right. What is? We got an escapee.
Oh. Where from?
Prison.
There's a prison here?
Yeah.
The entire incident was captured on the police officer's dash cam. In an attempt to deceive the officer, McNair desperately fabricated information during their interaction.
What's your address?
I don't have an address. I'm at the hotel. We're working on houses and stuff like that, the roofing.
Roofing?
Yep.
Okay.
For my brother.
All right. Where are you staying at?
That Titusville or Titus Inn? Titus Inn? Little over.
Where's that at?
I don't even know the address. We just got into town about a week ago, and he dropped me off to jog. I always jog about 12 miles a day.
Where'd he drop you off at?
Up there on that road by, there's some construction going on up there, some houses, and he dropped me off.
Who y'all work for?
It's his,
I know, what's the name of the company?
Phil's Roofing.
Okay.
Phil's Roofing.
Did you go through a briar patch or something?
Well, yeah, roofing. I always roof in shorts and cut my, scratching up on, you know, the roofing.
That's why your knees are all cut up?
McNair's adeptness at creating false narratives proved beneficial in convincing the officer that he was not the escaped prisoner. However, a couple of mistakes were made during the conversation. The officer, both at the beginning and end, asked for McNair's name.
What's your name?
Robert Jones.
Robert Jones?
Uh-huh.
What's your name again?
Jimmy Jones.
McNair provided 2 different fake names, but the officer did not catch this discrepancy. Ultimately, McNair was let go.
When I crossed the tracks down there, I saw you running. I said, well, how lucky can I be?
No. I'm not no prison escapee. I'm sorry to have to hold you up, but...
Hey, no, I'm just doing my job, man.
I know you are.
But, yeah, just be careful. You'll probably get stopped again, okay? Don't be alarmed by it.
All right.
That's our quick line there.
You have a good day now.
Be careful, buddy.
Thank you.
All right.
With the officer mistakenly perceiving him as a mere jogger. This critical error allowed McNair to remain free for 1.5 years. After his eventual discovery by law enforcement, he was sent to a supermax prison in Florence, Colorado, the most secure prison in the United States. Despite his earlier escapes, McNair never attempted another escape from this high-security facility. Dash cam footage captured the response to a 911 call reporting a burning truck. The call came in during the late hours of February 11, 2017, in Glen Heights, Texas. The incident occurred at a Jack in the Box drive-thru, where a truck was engulfed in flames dangerously close to the building. Officer Chris Womack swiftly responded to the call and arrived on the scene. Upon arrival, it became evident that the truck was on the verge of exploding. Thinking quickly, Officer Womack courageously used his patrol vehicle to push the burning truck to a safe distance from the restaurant building. Thanks to his timely intervention, the act prevented any damage to the building and averted potential injuries. No injuries were reported as a result of Officer Womack's quick and brave actions during this critical incident. On December 19, 2017, the Tucson Police Department in Arizona received a troubling call reporting a man suspected of impersonating an undercover cop. The caller explained that while parked on the side of the road with friends, an individual claiming to be an undercover cop approached them. The group was searched, and one person was even handcuffed. The police later confirmed that the impersonator had no affiliation with law enforcement. Multiple police officers were dispatched to the scene. However, upon their arrival, the impersonator had already fled, leaving abruptly after the group called the police.
How's it going? You guys live here? You guys live here? What are you guys doing? Chilling?
Days later, detectives identified the impersonator and promptly arrested him. With a search warrant, officers confiscated various items used during the incident, including a white four-door sit-in equipped with red and blue flashing lights, a radio earpiece, a baton, and a dash cam. Upon inspecting the dash cam footage, police discovered that it had recorded the entire incident. Moreover, it revealed multiple other instances where the impersonator had pulled over and confronted different individuals. The man's motives, although not entirely clear, raised concerns, especially given his willingness to put people in handcuffs. His true intentions remained a mystery. Subsequently, he faced charges of impersonating a law enforcement officer and kidnapping. It was November 19, 2017, in Clearwater, Florida, when two police cruisers equipped with their own dash cams responded to a traffic stop on North Keene Road. Just 2 minutes after their arrival, a small plane hovering in the air came into view. However, it swiftly became apparent that the aircraft was descending and heading straight towards the police officers. The plane's right wing flipped a tree during its descent, causing the aircraft to spin out and forcing it to the side of the road. Minutes earlier, the four-seater plane, piloted by 61-year-old Mark Allen Benedict with one other passenger on board, had taken off from a nearby airport. Shortly into the flight, their engines began to fail. Mark reported the issue to the airport, expressing doubt about making it back due to the worsening state of the remaining engine. This forced him to crash land on the road, coincidentally already occupied by police. Despite the severity of the crash, both Mark and the other passenger were able to walk away from the wreckage with minimal injuries. Remarkably, no one on the ground suffered any injuries in the incident. In January of 2016, the Lincoln County Police released dash cam footage featuring Deputy Jeremy Gatney, who was on routine patrol in the area at the time. As Deputy Gatney approached an intersection, he noticed an obstruction in the roadway. Realizing it was moving and approaching him, He slowed down and activated his lights as he got closer. To his surprise, he discovered an infant child running in the middle of the road, right up to his cruiser's front bumper. Jeremy promptly picked up the child and inquired about the whereabouts of the parents. Shortly after, the parents were located, frantically searching for their child. The investigation revealed that the child had unknowingly slipped out of the family's house through an open door. It wasn't until minutes later that the parents realized their child was missing. Despite a thorough investigation initially focusing on child neglect, it was ultimately determined to be an accident. Consequently, no criminal charges were brought against anyone involved in the incident. On the morning of February 24, 2015, police received multiple calls from a New Jersey neighborhood reporting a strong smell of gas in the air. Police officers, firefighters, and utility workers swiftly responded to the calls, suspecting a gas leak and urgently working to locate its source. Simultaneously, 75 different homes in the nearby area were evacuated. Caught on the dash cam of one of the responding police cruisers, a sudden explosion occurred. The blast sent debris from the house flying in every direction throughout the neighborhood. Although the home was under renovation and unoccupied at the time, 15 people were injured in the explosion. Most of the injuries were sustained by firefighters and utility workers, with some critically injured individuals requiring airlifting to nearby emergency rooms. The cause of the explosion was believed to be a 2-inch gas main that had broken. However, the details of how the gas main broke and what ignited the blast remained unclear. This footage was captured on February 18, 2022, in Shawano, Wisconsin, from the dash cam in Officer Jeff Butner's cruiser. Jeff was patrolling the highway when suddenly, a pileup of cars came into view. Due to the icy conditions, Jeff, like everyone else, couldn't slow down in time, resulting in a crash. Before he could exit his vehicle, cars from behind began slamming into his police cruiser. Trapped inside his vehicle, Jeff remained mostly unharmed. After a period of time, a few individuals involved in the crash approached to check on Jeff.
Hey, officer, are you okay?
A little sore, but I'm a little sore, but I gotta try and get a hold of my supervisor at least. Kind of trapped right now.
How's your legs and everything?
They're all right. I'm kind of trapped right here.
Okay, yeah.
I don't.
Okay, so
I'm with Shawano PD. I gotta try and. I'll try and get out of here and do what I can to help you guys. I'm sorry, man. I'm trapped right now.
That's okay. That's okay.
Hold on. Let me try and get out of my driver's door first.
Can you? Can you?
Nope. Nope. We got it open.
You got it open?
It took 6 minutes for Jeff to free himself from the wreckage. Once extricated, he immediately joined in helping other stranded drivers. The pileup involved a total of 39 vehicles, resulting in 10 people sustaining injuries.